We play and call it work.
Hey there guys, as an added bonus, you can click on the link below and go to Anvil 8's website. If you're going to go purchase Aetherium, if you like the game and you're a MiniWar gamer, you can put in the promo code MiniWar12 and that'll get you a 15% discount. All you have to do is click on the link below and the code will be there as well. Hey there Wargamers, welcome to another sponsored episode about Aetherium by Anvil 8 Games. I got Rob here now because he was pretty eager to play. Actually kept pestering me to play.
I did not!
So I figured why not bring him in? It's always good to have someone eager to learn a new game. So this is Rob's. You've watched how to play the game.
Yes.
You've been watching Dave and myself play. You've seen a couple videos online. So he's familiar with the game a little bit. So I'll be teaching him as we play as well. I will actually play the game. And you're going to be playing Nanomei. I think that's how I'm going with it.
Nanomei! Yeah, Nanomei.
Nanomei? Anyways, I'm playing He's House Ikaru, so it's a very Japanese-themed little faction, of course. They're all robot. They're all very robotic. Actually, reminds me a lot of the Tau, actually.
Yeah, it does, kind of.
In a way, except for the weird, creepy ghosts. Anyways, we're going to be using full roster, so it's going to be double function, double subroutine, and, well, we both have an avatar. And we're going to get right to it. So we're going to go ahead and set up the board and show you what it looks like. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like for now. We're doing the second basic operation, server control. Ideally, this one is whoever controls... The game immediately ends when someone controls every single node and pylon. There's 2 large schemas on this one. That means there's 2 nodes, and there's going to be 2 pylons each. So there's 6 objectives on the board altogether. Again, once one player controls all of them, it's over. Otherwise, after 5 recalibrations each, whoever has the most wins. Sorry for the glare. The large schemas are here, and the nodes are on each of them. And then we have the pylons over there. Now those are Rob's, and these are mine. Now we're going to deploy our programs. So we're finished deploying. I put my avatar, Entropy, right there. He's got the wormy hands. That is his profile. And that's the back. I'm going to try my best to remember all of this as I play the game. This is my first time playing this faction. Next up I have Zero, Winged Man. His profile, and the back. Izami here, near my avatar, and I guess everything else with the big ion gun. First side, and the back. Out front we have the Shinigami. They are a segmented 3. No, they're linked 3. And lastly, the Ronin, segmented 4 in the back. For the Nanomei, we have the avatar, the mask. We've got Tav, 5 picketers. Over here, the Riot Girls. And for the first time, we're bringing in the Goliath! The Omni program. So he's a little bit bigger, he's got different rules. And, well, we wanted a second function for the Nanomei. Alright, so I've got all my cards organized, I'm ready to go. I'm going to start with my RAM, and he doesn't get a fixed RAM. He has RAM 1 to 5, so I have to check the back and see what he does on that one. I roll 1 die, combat die, and I consult the chart. Oh, jeez. Alright, so I get 1 RAM, and I wouldn't otherwise get 3 stability grid. So, and I didn't roll any disruption, sorry. So I don't have any damage, so the stability grid doesn't matter. And I just get 1 RAM, I guess. 1 RAM it is from him, and I'll get 1 from each of my pylons, so I'm at a grand total of 3. It's very interesting. First activation for House Ikaru is the avatar, Entropy himself. I'm just going with him because why not? He is going to simply attack. So he's got, his weapon is the an integrator, so I can choose an enemy or an ally, and I roll my attack dice. And for each success I get different benefits, or my enemy will get different negatives. So I'm going to choose the Shinigami, and I'm going to attack them, so it's range 4. And I roll... Like, I'm technically in their...
You're buffing them, though. You're not attacking them.
I'm attacking them, but do I get a rear attack against them? Do I get to roll 4 dice? I don't know if I'm doing it right. So, like, normally if you attack something, or you target something, in the flank you get the 1 die bonus, right? Do I get the 1 die bonus if I'm augmenting them? Well, I'm going to say yes, because, screw you, Rob.
Thanks, Luka.
So I get 2 shorts, a switch, and, well, not a switch. So I'm looking for... I got 2 successes. That's all I really count. So they get invasive, procedures on them. I'm just gonna put it on the top so I remember. So I got 2 successes, so the next time they get +1. Ooh. They're gonna get +1 disruption, and they're gonna get +2 to their damage threshold. And he's gonna use 1 CS to move forward 1. There we go. So on to Rob's turn, and then Nanomei. We have Ram 3 from the Avatar, so you're gonna go up to 3.
The mask.
And then you get +1 for each pylon, so you go up to 5.
I got 5 RAM.
Flipping your activation.
Let's see what program I'm using first. Oh, Tav.
Tav it is. So Tav is gonna activate.
Yep, and Tav has his 5 CS, so I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to use one of his special abilities.
The Firebomb EXE.
Yes.
So we're gonna throw a Firebomb, and we're gonna target there. Boom. Lots of fire. And then 2 more adjacent to it. And I would suggest you put them there, because that forces me to, oops, moving stuff.
You have no other way, but I'm blocking your passage.
I have to go that way, essentially,
yep.
Because that's impassable.
Yep.
Yeah, second one there. Fire spreads.
Oh no! I smell something cooking!
And in fact, everything adjacent to these counts as resistor as well, so it costs extra movement just to move around those. My next activation, as Rob is done with Tav, I will have 0. So he is airborne. Essentially, he ignores occupied tiles, impassable tiles, resistors, fragmented tiles. He just pretty much ignores anything negative. So he's got CS of 3, but he's got overclock of 4. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna overclock twice, just to end right here. Actually, we'll do a diagonal move and end there. But we had to overclock twice for that, so we're down to 1 RAM. Ready for your flip, Rob. What's it gonna be?
Okay, I'm activating the program, and the program is my Riot Girls.
All right, the Riot Girls. Well, what do you want to do, Rob?
Well, I was just thinking, and I'm going to spend my 5 RAM, and I'm gonna spin.
Rotate that one.
Yeah, rotate so that I can get here.
Okay, sounds good. Makes sense.
So
rotating it. So there's gonna be 1 more over to right there, and then you control this one, and now you can activate the Riot Girls as you had planned.
Yep.
So you are gonna take this node?
Yeah, I'm taking this node.
It's pretty good.
So we occupy that node now. So she is done, but I can still move these 2 because they're segmented.
Yes. So we're gonna say she's the one that takes it, and these 2 can activate normally still. So you have the other 2 Riot Girls. We're gonna start with her.
Yep.
She's going
1, 2, 3, and 4.
And then she's done. She's out of range to attack, so might as well move on to the next one.
Yep. 1, 2. So he's gonna put her here.
Just 3? Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the 4th one.
Yeah, the 4th one.
1 more diagonal move.
Yep.
My activation is gonna be the Shinigami. So activating them, they have an ability called Haunt. At the start of this program's activation, if there are no enemy models adjacent to any models in this program may suffer 1 damage to gain 2 CS for this activation, and I will do such a thing. So we're gonna say they're at CS5, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because I'm overclocking them 1. It's gonna look like that, and they're linked, so this guy's gonna pop up there, and this guy will pop up there and look like that. Going to attack Tav now with the one Shinigami in range. We're looking for switch, chip, and crash. So we got switch, chip,
and chip.
Just 1 success, and I needed 2 disruption to activate their special. So it's only going to be 3 damage because I have the invasive procedures on them. Never mind, I do get 2 disruptions because of invasive procedures. I had +2 damage and +1 disruption on the roll. So it's going to be 3 damage on Tav, except it's going to be 4 because of a safeguard. So he's taking 4 damage, but he's also putting burnout on me. I'm now burnt out, so put it like that. But now I can shift these models to squares because of their 1 ability. Looking like that. On to the Nanomei.
Activating a program. Hey, the picketers.
Hey, the picketers. Nice. Those guys right there. I forgot that these guys lose their invasive procedures at the end of their activation. So we're going to move the picketers.
I am.
I'm gonna say this guy's gonna go. They have CS4, so 1, 2, 3.
And I think he goes here for 4.
Yeah, it's the best spot because if you put him in the corner, then you can only put 3 down, and the 5th one would be destroyed.
Yeah.
So, and now you have to materialize those 4.
Yeah, and
now we're going to attack. This picketer is going to attack that Shinigami because you're on my flank, so you get 4 dice when you attack me.
4 dice.
Yep.
Yep. Because I'm on your flank.
And you're looking for switch, short, and crash. So we got 1 switch, and that's it. But you did roll double disturbance. That means you start a riot, and now I'm not allowed when this unit moves. It has to stay adjacent to the picketers, so I'm kind of stuck fighting the picketers. So their safeguard usually or normally says once they take damage, they cannot take damage until the next activation. But picketers negate safeguards, and they're a linked unit, so the entire linked unit loses a safeguard. So they're just open to damage for now. Picketers are really good. That's it for Rob and the Nanomei. We're going to go on to House Ikaru, and we're going to go with the Ronin. So this kind of sucks. I'm going to start with this guy. They have CS3, so 1, 2, and that's it. I will... what will I do? You know what?
Overclock 1.
I'll overclock 1 just to get him there. So that puts me down 0 RAM. And the other guys there, you know what? That fireball is crazy good right now. This guy's gonna go here. And this guy's gonna go here. Then I'm gonna say this guy goes here. Hopefully fireball doesn't go off again. That's it for House Ikaru's Ronin. On to the Nanomei.
Program activate.
Alright, the
Goliath.
The Goliath. Oh boy. So the rules for the Goliaths are simply they can never move diagonally, and they can draw a line of sight over other programs, other non-Omni programs, and they have a much wider arc for line of sight, and they attack further as well. So CS5 on this guy?
Yep, so we got 5 CS, so 1, 2, and he can't go diagonally.
So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you got to count it that way, Luka.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
5, and then you can just do 5 right there if you wanted to.
Yep.
And then change his facing. Boop.
Yeah, he's got to go that way.
They also ignore resistors and all things, not impassable terrain, but resistors and shadow terrain and all that jazz. House Ikaru's final activation is going to be Izami. All he's going to do is use 2 CS to move there, and that's it. He's done. No shooting for him because line of sight, both the Ronin, the Firewall, and well, just above them. That's good enough though. Final activation, the Mask.
The Mask.
One thing I forgot to mention with him, he can stabilize himself for 2 CS, so instead of moving, and he's not allowed to move afterwards, he can ignore models when drawing line of sight, but the Firewall would still stop it. It would still obscure. The Mask.
So the Mask, he's got a CS of 6, so he's just going to go up here and just hang out.
Yeah, no ramp for overclocking, so that's it. On to my activation. I go to recalibrate. So starting with entropy, I roll a combat die, and I see how much RAM I get. Ooh, I think that's 4 RAM. And I rolled disruptions. I think I get 5 RAM. Yeah, I get 5 RAM because I get 4 for rolling that symbol, and if a disruption is rolled, you get 5. And that's the only symbol on the die, though. You can only ever roll a crash with a disruption. So, all right, I get 5 RAM for him. Boom, and I have 2 pylons, so I'm at 7. Going up to 1 recalibration, and the first program to activate is going to be the Shinigami. First things first, I'll do burnout. I think that is 1 damage.
No, it's...
Puts the Shinigami down to 1 wound remaining. I'm going to... Oh, Shinigami are ethereal. I don't want a free Tav, but at the same time, you know, I can only do 1 damage to them. These guys only really work well on the flank, so they're ethereal. They ignore evasive movement, and they're allowed to move through other models. So we're gonna move that guy there, and then these 2 are gonna rematerialize like so. There we go. So I'm gonna go and fight, and I'm gonna cause 1 damage to Shinigami to change their damage profile, which means one of them is dying, so that one's dead. But, so I don't know if this is worth it, but we'll see. So my damage changes from 111 to 569 because I have 2 in your rear. And we're looking for switch, chip, and crash. So we got switch, switch, and switch. I didn't even get 2 disruptions, that's just 5 damage. It kills off a picketer, but not enough. Your choice of what picketer goes down?
I don't know. I don't want any of them to die.
it's time to, you got to pick.
Yeah, I'm thinking the guy in the back here because they work better when they're close.
Yeah, so that, oh, you mean that guy there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're close together, right? So he would kind of...
And then these guys are still stopping them from getting a safeguard.
Yep.
So, recalibrating up to 1.
Recalibrated. I just adjusted it.
Fix the deck. Now, Ram, you get 3 for your avatar.
Yep, so it goes up 3.
And then 2 for the pylons.
2.
And the node. The one node you control now gives you 2 more.
Yep, so 7 RAM in total.
Nice. Alright, Rob's going to activate first. What's going to be?
Program activate. I am doing my Riot Girls.
It's the Riot Girls, alright. Alright, so what do you want to do first? Who do you want to move? Her first?
Yeah, I'm going to move her first, and they have a CS of 4, so 1, 2, 3.
And then you're going to take a shot at my Ronin?
Yep, and I'm going to use my illegal weapons. Just that.
Just going to put her there instead?
Yep.
And highly illegal weapon into that Ronin.
Oh, yeah.
So you have 3 dice, and you're looking for a chip, switch, or a short. And if you roll a disruption, it lets you re-roll these dice if you want to.
Here goes.
So you have a chip, switch, and a short. Perfect damage. That's actually 5 damage. So that's 5 damage. It kills him off. His safeguard is if he's still on the map, he gets to shift 1 square and make an attack. But nope, he is dead. Next one.
So I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to use my highly illegal weapons to attack there too.
So drawing line of sight onto that Ronin, no problem. It's going to be 3 dice again.
Let's get a perfect roll. Yeah. Come on.
Chip, switch. Okay, but you have 2 successes. You have 1. Oh, I keep calling it disturbance. It's not
disruption.
Disruption. You get to reroll this if you want to, but you already have 2 successes.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what? I don't think I'm gonna re-roll it because 2 successes. I'm just 1 away. So
pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so just 3 damage.
Yep.
He's allowed to shift 1 and make an attack. Well, he's not gonna do it. He'll shift over here. There we go. Final Riot Girl, gonna move.
Yep, CS4 with her too as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to change her facing.
Sure. My activation, we are going to have the Avatar, right. He's going to activate, he's going to go 1, 2. And he's going to be happy there. He's going to target that Ronin with his disintegrator or his integrator. Hooah! I didn't get the second disruption I wanted. So I roll 4 dice because, again, in the back, in the rear, I guess. He'll turn to face this way. That's what I meant to do. So I got 3 successes, which means the Ronin will get +3 CS, +2 to damage threshold, and +1 disruption effect. Except I didn't roll double, so I can't rematerialize him. I can't reconstruct him somewhere else. So my plan was to reconstruct him right there, and then he'd be able to fight and do some good damage, but that is not the case. That's going to be it for his act. Actually, no, he moved twice, so I'm going to go back 1. Might as well. For Rob, the Nanomei.
Oh, let's see the program. The Avatar.
The Avatar, alright.
Oh, yeah.
Looking over here at the mask. Moving the mask, he's got CS6.
Yep, so he is pretty much going to go right here.
So it's 1, 2 for evasive maneuvers, 3, 4 for evasive, and 5, 6 there because it's a fragmented terrain. And he's going to attack that Shinigami.
Oh, yes.
And you're in the back, so you get 3 attacks normally, and you get +2, well, as a special rule, for the mask. So he's going to attack the Shinigami. You got 5 dice.
5 dice.
You're looking for chip, switch, or crash.
Oh, that almost crashed.
What do we got? So we got chip, switch, no crash though.
Chip.
Yes, we got chip, switch, and no crash. But we got only 1 disturbance. You're looking for 2 for the bonus damage. 2 successes is still 6 damage though. It's going to kill off a Shinigami and do 1 damage to another. Leaves me with 4 health left on 1 Shinigami and still got burnout on him. Next activation is the Ronin themselves. Okay, so it's the Ronin. We'll go with this guy first. He's pretty wounded. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to overclock for that 1 because they only have 3 CS base. He's got 3 overclock left, so might as well. 1, 2. So that's it. So that cost me 3 RAM, bringing me down to 4. I'm getting an idea this faction revolves around a lot of RAM being spent on overclocking. Yeah. And he's going to attack that Riot Girl.
No.
Because Riot Girls are hard to hit, I'm only getting 2 dice on this, and I'm looking for switch, short, or crash. We're getting switch, well, actually no, we're looking for chip, short, or crash. So unfortunately, that is a fail. Next guy here's got 6 CS and 3 overclock because he's got invasive procedures. So it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we'll overclock twice, and we'll attack the same Riot Girl. And he gets a +1. But he gets +2 to his damage threshold and +1 disruption. So it's another 2 ram. I'm down to 2. Looking for chip, short, or crash. We got a chip. Oh, and a crash. Wow. Okay. So that's 3, and that damage goes up to 5. So that one Riot Girl's dead.
No.
No. So she would die.
You're so mean. I'm running away. Ah.
Now this one's gonna activate. 1, 2, 3. And I think that's actually it. Yep. Gonna lose the invasive procedures. It only lasts until the end of their turn or their activation. Onto the Nanomei.
Okay, program activate. Picketers.
All the picketers, right? Of course, makes sense. So onto the picketers. First guy, moving him.
He is going to just go diagonally, so that counts as
3.
3 right there because it's evasive, plus the 2 because of the
disruptor.
The disruptor.
Yeah,
that's right.
And then you rematerialize those guys around him.
Yep.
Ending up like that and attacking with this picketer into the back of the Shinigami. So we have 4 dice because you're in my back, and you're looking for switch, short, or crash. And disruption causes riot, so you definitely have switch short. You have the switch and the chip. No, you didn't want chip, did you? You wanted switch and short. So you only get 1 degree of success, which is 2 damage. And again, you're picketers, so you ignore my safeguard, which would normally prevent all this damage. But, well, you know how picketers are. On to House Ikaru, and we've got 0. So 0 is going to spend 3. He's got 3 CS, but he can overclock for 4, so he can go 7 CS altogether. So you can do 3 and overclock once to take this node for myself. So we're going to put this here, and it's going to cost 1 overclock.
I thought you...
1 OC. That's all he's going to do for now. And we're going to move on to House Nanomei.
Drum roll!
Is it the Goliath? It
is.
is.
Is the Goliath.
Oh, moving the Goliath.
So the Goliath, he has a CS of 5. So 1, 2...
That'd be 3.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because of that. 3.
3.
Right here.
4.
And 5.
Yep, and then you're arranged to attack because Omni programs have range +1.
Oh, that's right.
So you can just attack that guy there, and he's pretty wounded already.
Yeah.
So 3 dice, looking for switch, chip, chip.
He's a range of 2, so he's gonna punch it because he's got big arms and they're strong and powerful.
Oh, switch, chip, chip. You got no disruptions, but you also do 6 damage, and this guy's only got 2 health left, so he's dead. But his his safeguard only triggers if he's still alive. He's not alive, that's for sure. Well, that was pretty devastating. So we're just gonna have Izami activate. So Izami is gonna move to here for 2 CS, and he's just gonna take a shot at the Goliath. So he's got 1 power cell because he always starts with 1, and he's gonna use his ion railgun, range 6. We're looking for switch, chip, or short. Cool. So we have switch and short, and we got 1 disruption. That means he gets a power cell. I'm gonna just leave that there. I meant to use the 1 power cell before. You have to use it before you roll, technically. So I was gonna use the 1 power cell to increase the damage by 2. So it's gonna be 4 damage. That's 4 damage to the Goliath, bringing him down to 16. Now House, or does Nanomei's last activation.
Everybody knows who it is.
It's Tav, stupid
It's the favorite of them all.
Freaking Tav is so good, man. Alright, so these go off the board. Finally, right?
Finally.
What's Tav gonna do?
So Tav is just gonna stay where he is. And he's going to throw another Molotov to keep the firewall up.
Keep that same firewall up.
Oh yeah, I'm narrowing down the paths just like in 300.
Oh my. The hot gates. Firewall goes down right there.
You cannot pass!
And you still have 3 CS left if you want to. So you can move, you could attack that guy there.
Yeah, I want to definitely attack him.
But you have to move there.
Yep.
Alright. 3 dice, looking for a switch and double chip. So we have ourselves a switch, a chip, and a chip. Alright. How many disruptions did you roll? 1, Yep. So we didn't start the fire. Guess who's got burnout now? I do. Oh, who am I kidding? That caused 5 damage. He's dead. Play passing over
to House Ikaru, and I'm going to, I've already reshuffled my program activation deck. I've already recalibrated up to 2. I have to generate RAM, and of course, my avatar does it in an odd fashion, so let's see how much RAM I get, at least, so I got a chip. So it's going to be 2 RAM and 2 stability grid, but nothing nearby is hurt, so it's going to get the 2 RAM, and I have the node, and I have 2 pylons, so I'm at 6. My first activation is going to be the avatar, entropy. Well, he's going to do invasive procedures on, we're going to do it on Nizami here. Let's see if we can augment him a little bit. So many successes I get. We're looking for chips, switches, and shorts. So we have switch, a short, that's about it. We only have 1 disruption, so the reconstruction doesn't go off. So that's going to give him +2 damage and an automatic disruption next time, well, when they go to attack. He's going to go ahead for 3 CS and put a voltaic Aegis on Nizami as well. And that is shut down procedures from entropy onto Izami. It is essentially, if it's an ally, I put a voltaic Aegis on them. If it's an enemy, I put rattled on them. Play passing over the Nanomei. We recalibrated the deck already, up to 2. And calculating RAM should be at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Now, what are you going to activate first? What is the first card flipping over?
Oh, let's see what program I'm activating. The Picketers.
Oh, it's the Picketers. Alright, this is my Shinigami dead. Yeah, it is. This is going to go right ahead and attack him. No need to move. They can already attack my rear with that guy. So, 4 dice because you're attacking my rear. And you're looking for switch, short, and disruption. Or crash.
Yep. Let's see.
So we have switch. So that's at least 2 damage, but I think he's only got 2 left. He does indeed, and he goes down.
He's gone.
I'm going to start suffering some console damage. So I'm immediately going to gain 1 RAM, go up to 7. And quantum noise no longer blocks line of sight for programs in this collective. So I can see and shoot right through the quantum noise. So we're going to finish off the rest of their activation, but before you want to do that, Rob, you want to move this with RAM, you said?
Yeah, I want to move it with RAM.
Alright, how you doing this?
I'm just going to move it backwards.
All 4?
Yep. Actually, 2 is fine.
2 is fine? Right there then. Putting Rob at 5 RAM. Opting to stay where you are, just to stay in the back lines, and they're pretty good with the avatar, the mask, because they take away safeguard, so it lets his damage get through, so it makes sense to keep him in the back. On to House Ikaru. Next activation is going to be the Ronin. We're going to put the Ronin, we're actually going to hide a little bit, because he's not having a good time, so he's going to 2, and then 3. He's going to stay in the back and hide behind the entropy there, and that's it, he's done. On to Nanomei, and what is up next? Oh,
Tav.
Ooh. So these come off. What do you want to do with Tav?
So Tav, his CS for Tav again is 5, but I'm only going to spend 3, so that's 2. Right here.
3.
And then he's going to throw Molotov and hit your
at a zombie
guy, yeah.
Alrighty. 3 dice for Tav. We look for a switch and 2 chips. We have 2 chips and 1 disruption. Now I do have voltaic Aegis, so I can't be affected by your burnout. So I won't suffer from burnout, but I will take 2 degrees of damage, which is going to be 4. So 11 health left on a zombie, but I do get a power cell as per the safeguard after taking damage. And I'm going to spend 2 of your remaining CS to throw another firebomb down.
Yep, I'm going to firebomb it again.
And then you're throwing the firebomb right in front of a zombie. House Ikaru's next activation. Pretty sure it is a zombie. Alright. Izami is simply going to move a space there. And he's going to take a shot at the Goliath. Boop. And we're going to use, we have invasive procedures, so it's going to be +1 disruption automatically rolled and +2 damage. So I'm going to use 2, I think I'm going to use 2 power cells here. I'm going to use both my power cells to increase the damage by 2 and to shift all models damage by this 1 square. So he's going to fire. He's looking for chip, switch, and not crash. Chip, switch, and short. So we have chip, switch, and short. We got max damage. Okay, so that's this is gonna be 3 damage.
Nope.
But it's gonna be 7 damage.
7 damage.
7 damage, and I will shift him 1.
Why are you picking on him?
And I rolled the 1 natural disruption, and I had +1 for the invasive procedure, so I go back up to 2 power cells. I'm gonna start spending some RAM because I'm getting scared now. So we're gonna go back up 2, We're gonna back this up too. So that's 4, bringing me down to 3 for RAM. The zombie's gonna move back 2 more squares with RAM as well. So go down to one RAM left. And that's it. We're gonna go on to the Nanomei and their activation.
I feel like you're running away.
I am, 100%. Not gonna lie, I'm scared. You got the right girl.
It
Alright, we're gonna move this schema.
Yeah, I'm spending 2 RAM because Luka's running away.
So putting you down to 3, and then this is gonna just keep up.
Schema, yeah, is going up. Now, this better not turn into a game of cat and mouse there, Luka.
Oh, 100%. That's what's happening here. Using this right girl first, what is she gonna do? What's her
She
plan?
has CS4, so I'm going 1 and 2. And she has a range of 4 with her highly illegal weapons.
Are you gonna shoot at entropy?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at him. Why not?
Alright. Alright, you got 3 dice looking for switch, chip, or short with your highly illegal weapons.
Or I'm getting all.
You can re-roll this if you want to because you got 1 disruption. So you only have 1 degree of success. You're only doing 1 damage right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll. Why not? Because it's not gonna do anything.
Yeah. And so we have... There you go, you got 2 degrees now.
Yep.
So you got 3 damage.
Nice.
His safeguard makes him take half damage from everything rounding up, so he just took 2 there instead. Onto this right girl.
Yep. This where I go right here. So
One thing I have to fix is this guy, Omni programs cannot be rematerialized, shifted, or moved, so he's just gonna go back as 1 square. Getting used to the Omni programs, yeah, they can't be rematerialized, shifted, or moved around out of action by any means. So I'll take that 1 power cell back. I was trying to just get him out of get him further away. So I'll be up to 3 power cells on the zombie now. This right girl now.
I'm gonna catch up to my friend. So she got 4 CS, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
She's gonna stay right there.
Moving now, you have 2 RAM left. Or no, you want to move this one too. You said, right?
So it's gonna take 2 RAM because I want to move it to butt up against this one.
Okay, so I'll hold this and go ahead.
So there's the 2 right here, and I take and I drop my RAM.
Yep. So you're down to 1 RAM.
Yep.
On to House Ikaru. What is next? Oh, it's 0. Right, forgot about you. So he's got 3 CS, and I've got... Yeah, 3 CS. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to overclock him once for that 4th one. And that's it. That's all my RAM. And then he's done as well. Alright, House Nanomei. What's up? What
I can't even remember.
oh, it's the Goliath.
The Goliath!
Alright, the Goliath. What's he going to do?
Well, he has CS 5 and 2 overclock, but he is just going to go 1, 2, 3.
Did I damage him
4.
enough? Is he out of here?
5. Yeah, he's done. He's just don't want it anymore.
He took an ion railgun to the face.
I'm just turning him that way.
Alright. Okay then.
And that's him. That's his turn.
He's done. Onto House Ikaru, and it's the Shinigami, so I wasn't surprised there. I have to recalibrate and go up to 3. Let's see how much RAM my avatar is going to give me. So rolling, ooh. So it's 1 RAM and 3 stability grid, and I can choose a friendly House Ikaru model within 3 tiles. So I'm going to choose Izami. He's going to heal the 3 stability grid, and I'm only going to gain the 1 RAM. But I also have a node, 2 pylons, and a missing subroutine, so I go up to 6. So we're going to put Voltaic Aegis again on Izami here. So that's 3 CS, he's got 2 left. And he's going to try to... I forgot to show you the card as entropy. I want my avatar to go first. He's pretty good if he goes first. Or at least I feel like he's good if he goes first. Actually, scratch the Aegis, we're just going to move him first. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. He's happy there. And then he's going to overclock once, and yeah, he's going to put the Aegis on Izami still. So he's going to overclock once for that. Putting me down to 5. I'm going to do some invasive procedures on Izami. We're looking for chip, switch, and crash. No, not crash. Chip, switch, short. So we got chip, switch, and a chip. Only got 1 disruption though, but I got 2 degrees of success, which is going to be invasive procedures is +2 damage and +1 disruption effect on the zombie. That's it for me. On to Rob's next activation.
And my final activation before I have to recalibrate is the mask.
I'm actually just going to overclock this guy 1 more time. I wanted him to go back 1 more square. Putting me at 4. The mask is just going to go up 1 and hide in the picketers.
Yep, that's it.
Alright. Alright, on to my activation. It's going to be a zombie. He's got to get some damage out there. A zombie is going to take a lot of CS. So 1, 2, 3. And I think that's an overclock already. Yep. So down to 3 RAM. And Azami is going to fire at... Azami's going to fire at Tav. And he's going to use 2 power cells to increase the damage by 2 and to push him back 1 square. So we're looking for switch, chip, and crash. No. Switch, chip, and short. I can never remember the short. So we got just the switch. That's not good. So it's going to be 1 damage, but +2 for invasive procedures and +2 for the thing. So it's going to be 5 damage onto Tav. And I rolled 1 disruption plus the 1 from invasive procedures, which puts me back up to 3 power cells. Tav will go back. I'm going to push Tav one tile back. So taking 5 damage, but because of his safeguard, he takes 6. And he's going to throw a burnout onto Azami. So invasive procedures is done. We just have voltaic ages and burnout. You're recalibrated. You're up to 3. And now you're putting 3 up for your avatar and then 2 pylons and a node. So back up to 7. And what's activating first?
Oh yes, I guess I should show you that.
Ah, Tav, of course. Takes the firewall, take the firewalls down, and Tav gets to activate. Activating Tav.
Yep.
He's got 5 CS.
He's going 1, 2, and 3.
Gonna overclock him? Well,
Yep.
not overclock him, but
Well, yeah, I'm just going up 1 more.
for 4.
And I'm going to throw my Molotov.
Are you gonna do Azami or Entropy?
Well, your zombie got the power upgrades on him, don't he?
Yeah.
So I'm
Throwing a Molotov at Entropy. So he's got 3 dice, and you're looking for switch, chip, chip.
switch, chip.
And any disruptions. So you got 2 chips, so that's gonna be 2 degrees. That's 4 damage, and you rolled double burnout, or double disruption. So he's gonna take 4 damage, reduced by half to 2, and he's gonna suffer from burnout. Now Rob rolled additional disruption effects, which would pass burnout to adjacent models, but he's got voltaic aegis, can't be affected, and he already has burnout on him. Then Rob's gonna overclock 1 and throw a firewall down. More fire. This is annoying. Now you're going to spend RAM to move the schema around?
Yep, I'm going to move the schema 1,
2.
2.
Alright. On to House Ikaru. And we got the Ronin, so it's good to put the firewall there, because now my Ronin can't do anything. Ronin's just going to go and pay 2 CS to stand there. That's about it. You know what? We'll go back 1. And we'll go back 2. There we go. And that is it for me. We're going to go on to the Nanomei.
Activating program.
Picketers.
The picketers.
Alright, moving the picketers. They're going to go up the field.
Yep. So 1, 2,
and 4. Because of the resistor. And then you have to materialize the other 3 guys.
Yep.
Ending up like so. 4 picketers. Next up, we'll have 0 activating. 0 activates airborne, so he ignores resistors and evasive movement. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to end his turn there. Yeah. We're just going to fix Tav. We realized he was facing the wrong way. There's no reason for him to face that way. So we're going to have Azami go there. He's going to attack Tav. I mean 0. 0 is going to attack. He's looking for double chip and a short. So we have triple switch, complete whiff, no damage at all.
You remember it to call it short.
I did, and for that, I have a terrible roll. I used 2 RAM for that because he moved 5. House Nanomei? Or just...
Yeah, I'm just activating Goliath.
Oh, it's Goliath. Simply moving Goliath.
I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's pretty slow. Moving these Omni programs is pretty unwieldy. They're not allowed to move diagonally, and they can't go through impassable, so it's pretty rough. I've got to go recalibrate, so I'll be at my 4th one. Alright, on to my avatar. Roll and see how much RAM I get. That's the middle one. I didn't get disruption either. So that is going to be 2 RAM and 2 stability grid. The 2 RAM, and then a node, double pylon, and a missing subroutine. Oh, gonna flip my first program to activate, and it's gonna be the avatar. Big surprise, right?
I'm shocked.
First thing, I'll resolve the burnout. So we have 1 damage, and it burns out because I rolled a disruption. But he does take 1, and half damage rounded up. Well, no, safeguards are only from program attacks. We're gonna put a voltaic aegis here on 0. from my entropy, and we're going to move entropy 2 back. And then he's going to do invasive procedures on Azami. Rolling 4 dice, and we got all switches. So that's 1 degree of success. That's just not good. So what that means is that Azami here, is going to have a +1 disruption on his next roll, and not the damage bonus. Nanomei?
What am I activating? The Riot Girls.
The Riot Girls. All right, Riot Girl number 1.
Riot Girls, they have 4 CS. I'm going 1, 2, and I'm going to attack with my highly illegal weapons.
All right then. Looking for switch chip short, and if you have a disruption, you get to reroll. So you have 2 degrees of success, and you can reroll this if you want to. So it's going to do 3 damage right now, or you can try and reroll it. It's going to be the 3 damage. Safeguard on 0 energy converter. During this model's next activation, any jet slide performed gains up to 2 squares, an additional movement, and 1 additional damage. So after that attack, she's going to move.
Yeah, she's getting out of the way. 1, 2, and she's also going to, she got 2
Overclock.
2 overclock, so she's getting in position to take this. So 1, 2.
So 2 ram for that, but she's right in position to take my pylon. So this Riot Girl's got to keep up. She's falling
1,
behind.
2, 3, 4. She's just staying there.
My activation, we have Azami, of course, in the same order they've been going in. Entropy Azami. So Azami, because of the firewalls, how they are ever so obnoxious, he's going to spend 2 and move behind 0. And he's got burnout, so I should probably do that. He's going to take 1 damage, and the burnout's going to leave. We're going to have Azami fire at that Riot Girl. I'm going to use 2 power cells to augment the damage by +2 and to shift the model if I deal damage. So I'm looking for switch, chip, and short. So we have chip, chip, chip. So of course it's +2 damage. And it doesn't matter. I would have rolled one less die, but I only got, so even if I take that one away, it doesn't change anything because they're hard to hit. So she would take 3 damage and she gets shifted 1 square, and I'm going to push her into the quantum noise.
That's not very nice.
I'm going to push her into the quantum noise, and you immediately have to roll for damage from the quantum noise. So I think she's dead no matter what, but we'll see.
I rolled nothing.
You rolled, well, you got to roll something, even a switch. That's 3 damage. So she dies to the noise. Dies to the noise, and this actually didn't roll any disruption, so it cost me 2 power cells, but because of invasive procedures, I get 1 power cell back, so I'm at 2 instead of 3. On to Nanomei's flip.
You picked on the Riot Girls for the last time.
Oh, the Avatar, the mask. I forgot about him. Move the Avatar. Time for the Avatar to get aggressive.
Yeah, he's going to go 4 CS, and he's going to switch spots.
So that's Doppelwalk. You choose a friendly model within 7, and you swap spots with him.
That's right.
And he still has 2 CS, and he can overclock 3 times. Hey guys, just a quick rules correction here. Moving through the quantum noise they all count as resistor, and they're obstructions, which is one thing that was forgotten while Rob has moved his avatar, the mask, through the quantum noise. By the time we realized this, it was too far to change. Couldn't go back and change it, but just for reference, if you want to move through the quantum noise, it's a resistor, and it costs 2 CS, and it blocks line of sight.
Yeah, so he's going out there.
Into the quantum noise,
1, 2, that's his 2 CS right there. So he went 6 in total.
Yeah.
And he's going to overclock, you said that's the 3. So 1, 2, 3.
And then you change his facing like that.
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure.
So the damage from the quantum noise, 3. So it's about time for the Avatar to get aggressive, and there's no better way than blindly walking through the quantum noise. So you're going to attack Zero or Azami? So you're in the back of him, but he's also being annoying.
He is.
That puts Rob down to 0 rand as well. Getting 5 dice because of Skulk against 0, but he can't be affected by the disruption effect. Still, 5 dice is 5 dice. You're looking for a switch, chip, and the crash. So we
Come on, baby.
We have just only 1 degree of success because he rolled 4 switches.
Holy smokes.
So it's still 4 damage against 0 though. House Ikaru, next activation, is going to be 0 himself. He's going to jet slide. I'm going to shift this model just over here. Wait, no, he's going to go over here. Jet slide, and he's going to face this way and attack top from behind. So jet slide is reduce your CS to 0 and do a shift move up to, in this case, 6 squares. And you're allowed to make an attack. But this doesn't count as my normal attack, so I can do an additional attack after this. 4 dice, we're looking for chips and a short. 2 chips and a short. So we have, well, we got a short. So we got a short and a chip. So that's going to be 4 damage. So putting a burnout on me now. Putting a burnout on 0. And putting him down to 1 health. But most importantly, I rolled double disruption, which means I have momentum now. After resolving this attack, this model may immediately carry out another jet slide. Momentum can only be used once per activation. So I can't momentum again, obviously, but I get another jet slide. I'm going to jet slide 4 spaces. And we're going to, oh, I can't attack both. Scratch that. Because of energy converter, I deal 1 additional damage. That would kill Tav off. That would have been 6 damage altogether because of Tav's safeguard. Tav goes down, and you.
Why do you pick on my guys?
I want Tav dead. You gain 2 more RAM because that's a function that goes down.
So I just go up automatically.
You automatically gain 2 RAM,
and my
then,
Tav is gone.
And then you have to resolve the
Watch it be really bad.
We're getting all .exes cost 1 more CS than normal to execute. And now with momentum, I can immediately jet slide. So I'm going to, yeah, we'll jet slide, and we're going to attack right into, what's his name? The Avatar, the mask. And we're not behind us. We only get 3 dice. We're looking for chips and a short. So we got a short and a chip. So that's going to be 5 damage. And now, since my momentum's done, my jet slide's done, I'm just going to do my final normal attack because jet slides do not count as their normal attack. So again, I'll just attack the Avatar 1 more time. And we're looking for chips and a short. So we got double chip. I got double disruption, which would give me momentum, but I can't do another momentum, so it's going to be another 4 damage onto the Avatar. 4 will put him, we'll delete him. It'll take him out of action. So he goes over here. But, unfortunately, we'll face him this way, because that makes most sense, I think. Yes. So you can either choose for him to die, which I wouldn't suggest, or you can delete one of your other programs and heal him back to full. For truly anonymous is the rule.
Yeah.
So this is once per game, truly anonymous. You choose one of your other programs and you delete it. So that's an entire linked group or an entire segmented group, or just any of your functions. Yeah. You're going to choose that final riot girl.
Yeah, because she's gone. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my darling.
She's dead and he heals back to full. Going up 1, and we'll see what the damage under the riot girls is. Evasive movement now costs 1 more CS than normal for all remaining programs. And my realization that both of these functions are pretty good. 3 attacks a turn with that guy if you get lucky enough. Oh, Tav's dead. These go away.
Yep.
Get out of here. Recalibrating going to 4. Going to 10 RAM because you have your Avatar, a deleted function, deleted subroutine, 1 node, and 2 pylons. And then who's activating first? Is it the mask?
It is the mask. And the reason
is you're just going to go for broke, trying to get some objectives. That is how you win, otherwise it's looking like a tie.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm just going for it. So he got 6 normal CS, 1.
That costs 3 though, because of evasive movement.
What, to move out there?
Yeah, because you're moving. So we have to go 1, 2, right?
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to overclock him for 3. So 7, 8, 9.
Losing 3, I'm going down to 7. I will activate next. I'm going to go with Ronan. Ronan is going to go 1, 2, 3. Going to attack the Avatar, because why not? He's looking for a chip, short, and disruption, or crash. So we got a chip, and that's it. We only have... Oh wow, we need to have 3 disruptions for his ability. 2 damage on the mask. And he's going to overclock 4 times, and he's going to static discharge, and he's going to stun himself and stun the mask. So putting us down to 3 RAM, because that's expensive. Nanomei's up next with their activation.
Nanomei, well, what am I doing here?
Picketers? Picketers? What are you going to do?
So Picketers is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they have a CS movement of 4, so I'm going to overclock them 1.
7 down to 6. And you rematerialize these 3. Overclock overtime and go on strike. They're on strike now. My evasive maneuvers cost an additional 1, so it's going to cost 3 for him to get out of there. Yeah, it's pretty good.
4.
Picketers attacking 0, so you're my my rear, so you get a bonus die.
I need switch short, and disruption.
You got switch and a short, so you got 2 degrees, which is 3 damage. Zero's down to 5 health now, and his safeguard doesn't trigger because, well, the picketers are as what picketers are. If you got 2 adjacent, then I don't get my safeguard, which is bad because I was really hoping to get that. I have to recalibrate, so I'm at my 5th one here. That's it for me. After this, it's done. I have to get some RAM. So entropy is going to give me, I think that's 2 and 2. So 2 RAM, and I'll heal 2 on the stability grid of himself or someone nearby. I think it's just going to be himself though. And I'm going to have, I got a node, I got 2 pylons, and I'm missing a subroutine. So I'm back up to 7. So just heal himself 2 stability grids, putting him down to 1 damage. I flip for my first activation, and it's going to be 0. Try and do as much damage with him as I can. So I will jet slide, I'll give up all my CS, and I'll move 1 space diagonally, and I will attack. Looking for a double chip and a short. Mostly double disruption though. Only got the chip and the short. So that's going to be 4 damage. Does kill off one of the 4 picketers. Take that one there.
Yeah, why not?
And then I have no CS left. I'm going to overclock him over there to move. And that's going to cost me 3 CS because of basically you have strike up. So the evasive movement is... actually, he's got airborne, he ignores that, it only costs 1. So we're going to put my RAM down to 6. Now for his normal attack, because he used jet slide first, he's going to attack that model. And I'm in the rear, so I get 4 dice. Double chip and a short. Oh, 0 damage. And no disruptions. That's
forgot to turn the power on.
That's a bad roll. Last one, is it the Goliath?
It is.
Goliath. Our realization that that's impassable and that's impassable, so you can't possibly go forward and you can't go up. So he's stuck right here unless he goes all the way back around, and that's my fault for not noticing that. It's, you know what, this is the first time playing with these Omni programs, and they are insanely unwieldy. Can't go diagonally, can't go through impassable, and you know, they just take forever to get around. We're just gonna loop around.
Yeah, he's just gonna go in reverse. So
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bam. And that's the double overclock.
Yep.
Putting you down to 3.
That's right. My plan.
House Ikaru coming up. We got Entropy, the Avatar. The objective here is the fact that 0 didn't do nearly as much damage as he did last turn. I guess, which I was like, oh, I should do Burnout on him. Burnout. He takes 1 damage. We lose the Voltaic Aegis now though because Entropy is activating. 0's got Burnout on him still. I didn't roll a Disruption. I gotta go for the objectives, and Rob made a good move by just gung-ho going for both. So as long as you get one of those, I think you get the game. And 0 didn't do that much damage. I was hoping to get these picketers off there, and then I could really focus on the Avatar. But that is that's not how this is going. Do invasive procedures on Izami. I'm gonna go for broke. I'm gonna do invasive procedures on this the picketers here. To if I get all 3, then I can, so essentially invasive procedures is going to take away 3 of their CS. If I can get all 3 of those, then they can't take that pylon for themselves. That's what I'm going to try and hope to go for. So invasive procedures on them. I'm going to attack that guy. I'm in his back, so I get to roll 4 dice. And we're looking for a switch, chip, or short. We got a switch, chip, and a short. Okay? And we got 1 disruption, but not 2. So we are going to put invasive procedures on them. So they do 2 less damage. They lose a disruption on their roll, and they have 3 less CS. Put Voltaic Aegis on this guy here, I guess, so he can't be affected by disruption effects. And then he's gonna have 2 CS left, so go 1, 2, and then I'll overclock him to go 1 more, and we'll face the Avatar. Overclock and putting me down to 5 there. I had to recalibrate for the Nanomei. And the RAM's going to be 3 for the Avatar, 2 for your node, then you have 2 pylons, and you're missing a function, so you get 2 more, and you're missing a subroutine, so you're at 10. And this is your final recalibration. Who's flipping over first?
It is the big guy.
Is it the Goliath?
No, it's not.
No, it's the mask. Alright, that makes sense. Are you just going to flip this to your side?
Yep, I certainly am.
So that's going to cost you 5 CS. So, there we go. That is now Nanomei. The mask is going to stay there because if not, if he was to leave this position at all, like simply move there or here, this guy just simply moves there and overclocks a bunch and flips it back over to my side. So the mask is going to stay exactly where he is. Next program to flip is going to be Izami. Izami is going to try and leave. They're striking. So we're going to go, that costs 3. And that's 4 or 5. That will take ages. Which cost me 3 RAM to do. Puts me down to 2. And he is going to take a shot at the mask. And he's going to use 2 power cells to increase the damage by 2 and to shift the model if I deal damage. Line of sight, I just measure down the straight line and I hit that front corner and the back corner. So I'm able to hit you, and I'm looking for a switch, chip, and a short. So we got a switch, triple switch.
Again.
Which is still, it's good enough. It does 2, well, it does 1 damage plus 2 for the power cell. And I lose both my power cells, I don't get any new ones. And I shift you 1, I'm gonna push you up there. Zombie's always trustworthy. 0 is, Anyways, on to Nanomei's next activation.
And the last, but... Well, it's not last, because...
The Picketers.
The Picketers.
Do have invasive procedures on them, so that goes away. But they have -3 CS, -2 damage, and they lose one of their disruption rolls. They're down to CS1 with an overclock of 2, which means they don't have enough if they overclock to take that pylon for themselves. So at this point, I got good there, pushed him out of the way. I think I can make it a tie game. The Picketers don't have enough CS to really do anything other than attack either Izami or 0. So what are the Picketers going to do instead?
Well, since I can't get the pylon, thanks, Luka, a lot. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Thanks.
So all part of the plan. All part of the plan.
So he's just going to do a ninja flip.
So it costs you 2 of your... Well, actually, you have to overclock ones for that, technically.
Yeah, so I overclocked 1 for sure.
Go down to 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you rematerialize these 2 around him.
Yeah, so he's going...
You'll flip over on that side. And what will this guy?
That guy there, he's just going to go...
Alrighty. They're attacking 0, but you're in the rear, so it's 4 dice. And you're looking for switch, short, and disruption. Or crash.
Do you remember the short
I do.
again? I'm
Short,
proud of you.
I'm getting there, I swear. So switch, and crash. Hey, look at that.
2.
Okay, so it's going to be 2 successes for 3 damage, but because of invasive procedures, that goes down to 1 damage, and you lose that 1 disruption roll, so you don't get to use the riot ability. So he just takes 1.
Yeah.
3 health left. And I'll flip over my Ronin. I got that stun marker, he can't attack this round. And we're going to go 1. And then we're going to... So he's got a total of 3 CS, so he's got 2 left. But he's at an overclock of 4. So he's going to overclock 3 times and use his 2 remaining CS to flip this to my side. So that node is ours again. So that'll put me to 0 RAM. And that's it, I'm done. Last program to flip over here is going to be the Goliath. Alright. So when he activates, he'll simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then he could punch 0. So we can do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's as far as he can go because that's using 2 RAM going down to 7.
Yep.
And then he'll punch 0.
Yeah.
So this is the first time the Goliath's been able to attack, so we figured we might as well. You're looking for a switch and 2 chips.
Come on, Goliath, at least do something.
Oh wow, we got 1 switch and 2 chips. And 2 crashes. That's really rare, but he doesn't even need crashes. So I think it's 4 damage, but he gets +1 damage for each 5 damage he's taken. So he's taken 10 or 10 so
Over
far.
10 damage,
50. He's taken 15? No, he's only taken. It's gonna be +2 damage. So he's doing 6 damage. 0 is for sure dead. And yeah, that's that. So we'll get rid of 0. See what this console damage is, because I'm just curious. It now costs 1 more RAM than normal for this collective to rotate any schema. Okay. And that's it for both of our activations. Neither of us can recalibrate anymore. I've got a node. You have a node, and we both have 2 pylons. And that's just a tie game. That's it, Rob. So how'd you like your first game of Aetherium?
It was a lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Sure. A lot more 3-dimensional thinking you have to do because of that you can switch the board and rotate it completely.
Now this game, there wasn't a lot of that. We didn't do a whole lot because it was, for me, these guys, they're they need a lot of RAM. They eat up RAM themselves individually, and that does not leave me a lot to move the schema around, which might have done better for me. I don't know. I chose to overclock them a lot just to do, otherwise they wouldn't be able to do anything on the turn, right? Because this guy's only got 2 CS, overclock 5. And then same thing, Zero's got like 3 CS, overclock 4. They're not really doing a lot without the RAM. They really eat up RAM, so I think that's what they focus on, is they need more RAM to act properly, whereas they don't have enough to rotate the schema. Now these guys have a great CS base, and they don't really have a lot of overclocking, so a lot of room for schema rotation and a lot of chaos on the battlefields. That's probably how they mostly play. But the way it was all set up, there wasn't a lot of room for movement, right? Because these two are attached. And the only really good one was when that rotated, just so you can get that node like turn 1, which was a turn slower for me, which is huge. And that's about it. Because you couldn't move this up or down, because these were blocking it. And I had no reason to move this one, because I was in a really good defensive position with the small schema being the bridge between the two large ones.
It was definitely a tug of war for sure.
Yeah.
The whole game, pretty much, it was a tug of war.
Yeah. And it came down to the end. I thought you had the game, but it turns out that Azami, my MVP for sure, did the most for me. Was able to get that one. All you need to do is do the 1 damage and push the mask away. So I had room for my Ronin to come in and flip the node. And it's helpful because they have, again, Ronin have CS3 but overclock 4. So 7 potential CS on that, and I had just enough RAM. That's it, everyone. That's game 2 of Aetherium. I'm going to go ahead and play a third one and figure it out from there.